Officer David Matthews joined airport security in 2018. He was 34 years old. He had worked in private security before that. He liked the power that came with the uniform. He liked being in charge. Matthews had 5 years of experience at the airport, but he wasn't particularly good at his job. His training records showed he had failed 2 certification exams. He had to retake them. He barely passed the second time. His colleagues didn't like working with him. He was arrogant. He was dismissive. He thought he knew better than everyone else. Multiple co-workers had complained about his attitude. Nothing ever came of it. Matthews had a history of making mistakes. In 2019, he detained a Japanese businessman for 3 hours. He insisted the man's visa was fake. It wasn't. The businessman filed a complaint. Matthews received a written warning. In 2021, Matthews accused a British student of carrying fake currency. He confiscated £500 from her luggage. The money was real. The student's parents complained to the British consulate. Matthews received another warning. But Matthews never learned. He never admitted he was wrong. He always blamed someone else. He always insisted he was just doing his job. His supervisors were tired of the complaints, but they never fired him. They just moved him to different shifts. On March 15, 2023, Matthews was working the domestic arrivals terminal. He was bored. He was looking for something to do. When Sarah Chen walked up to his checkpoint, he saw an opportunity. Matthews had heard about the new Canadian passport design, but he hadn't actually read the training materials. He hadn't studied the new security features. He just glanced at Sarah's passport and made a snap judgment. He thought he had caught a criminal. He thought he was going to be a hero. He had no idea he was about to destroy his career. Let me know in the comments what you think about officers like this who refuse to admit mistakes. It was 3:47 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. Toronto Pearson International Airport was busy. Hundreds of passengers were going through security checkpoints. Sarah had just gotten off flight AC 8947 from Ottawa. Sarah was tired. She had been at a 3-day conference on passport security. The irony wasn't lost on her later. She was wearing business casual clothes. She had her laptop bag and a small carry-on. She looked like any other business traveler. She walked up to Officer Matthews' checkpoint. She smiled politely. She handed over her passport. This was routine. She had done this thousands of times. She expected to be through in 30 seconds. Matthews took the passport. He opened it. He stared at the photo page for a long time, too long. Sarah noticed his expression change. He looked confused, then suspicious. "Where did you get this?" Matthews asked. Sarah was confused by the question. "I'm sorry, what do you mean?" "This passport, where did you get it?" "From the passport office. It's my passport." Matthews shook his head. He held it up to the light. He was looking at it wrong. He wasn't checking the watermarks correctly. He wasn't using the UV light scanner on his desk. "This doesn't look right," he said. Sarah stayed calm. She had dealt with confused officers before. "It's a new design. The Canadian government updated the biometric passports last year." "I know what a real passport looks like," Matthews said. His voice was getting louder. "This isn't real." Other passengers started to notice. They were watching. Some took out their phones. Sarah felt her face getting hot. This was embarrassing, and it was completely wrong. If stories like this matter to you, hit subscribe. We cover incidents like this every week. Sarah took a deep breath. She needed to stay professional. "Officer, I assure you this passport is legitimate. You can verify it with your scanner." Matthews didn't move. "I don't need a scanner. I can see it's fake." "Can you please tell me what looks fake about it?"